Now, a special presentation of Action Sports Jacks at the Players.
And there they are. Hello, players. Not the best of mornings for the world's best golfers today. There's Rory, but Monday is the time to check in, get the lay of the land, maybe get out this afternoon, hit some balls before checking out the golf course Tuesday and Wednesday before the action starts Thursday. 48 of the top 50 players in the world are here, including two-time champ Scotty Scheffler, 8 former champs in all, vying for some of that $25 million purse at this year's Players. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our annual nightly feature where we catch you up on the day's activities at the Players. Hicken here. My first Players, in case you were wondering, 1986. John Mahaffey was your winner. A lot has happened since then in the great game of golf, and it's been fun to spend a week a year around the best in the world, the Tour Players. Yes, Players Week is upon us. The weather, according to the Chief, looks like it'll be great this week. Always a little dicey in March versus May, but the first really big tourney of the year was so much at stake. Money, points, prestige, all rolled into one. The star this week, the grand old lady, TPC Sawgrass. What a masterpiece. And you never know who's going to master it, right? Last year, Scotty Scheffler did. In fact, the year before, Scotty Scheffler did. But note the different scores. It really depends. We had a lot of rain today. Maybe the course will be soft on Thursday and Friday. We'll see. It certainly could dry out fairly quickly. But, boy, just about anybody in the field is capable of winning if they can put that 1 week, those 4 rounds, those 72 holes of golf striking together and play well. One of the locals is Billy Horschel. He's playing this week. He's been one of the best in the world, but this one has eluded him. Challenging to play in your neighborhood. That's what part of what faces the former Gator this week.
Listen, it would be a very long night of celebratory celebrations going on if it were to sort of lead that way.
So ruin Scotty Scheffler's possible three-peat, right? Just like the Eagles did to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Listen, he's won 2 of them. He needs to stop being so selfish and greedy and let other people win.
There you go, Billy. The PGA Tour continues to raise the bar for its athletes. Last year, they launched the Player Dining Nutrition Program, a carefully crafted menu designed to target pre-round fueling and post-round recovery for the golfers. The program right now is only available at the FedEx Cup playoffs and PGA Tour signature events, including the Players Championship. Let's bring in Action Sports Jack's Olivia Tasley, who not only got a sneak preview of what's to come for patrons, but as well as the players.
Ahead of the 2025 Players Championship, there was a preview party where a couple of guests got to experience some of the vendors that'll be out on the stadium course. But what about the athletes? Well, I got a chance to see what was on their menu.
PGA Tour players and golf players are now professional athletes, and they need nutrition, and we want to make sure that they're ready for the game.
In order to get results like these, professional athletes, like the PGA Tour players flocking to TPC this week, put a lot of work in places like these. So it's nice when they are able to have something taken off their plate in order to stay focused on the goal. Or in this case, the gold. That's where Executive Chef Jonathan Hernandez and National Culinary Director of the PGA Tour, Mohammed Azhar, step in.
This is one of the most exciting weeks that we have throughout the year.
They are the men behind the meals, carefully curating and preparing every ingredient, making sure only the best goes into the players' bodies, so the players feel their best while out on the course.
The whole idea is that they feel great while they're 5, 6, 7 hours on the golf course playing, and then before that practicing.
So while the players are preparing for the stadium course, the chefs are preparing for the players.
We'll start planning 90 days in advance. That's the minimum. Over the week, we'll go through probably 1,000 pounds of mahi, 200 pounds of tomatoes, 150 pounds of lettuce. So there's a lot of food that we order for this tournament to get ready. And there's a lot of people as well. I mean, we hire probably 30 to 35 more people to support us for that week.
An entire team putting in a lot of work in places like this to get results like these.
I get to talk to the players and everybody, and every time they see them, they're so thankful that what we're doing for them is just phenomenal, and they love it.
Now you can actually experience some of these chefs' creations for yourself at Restaurant 19. It is closed during Players Week, but open to the public the rest of the year. For now, at TPC Sawgrass, I'm Olivia Tasley, Action Sports Jacks.
All right, thanks, Liv. Not just golf this week, gang. The Jags and NFL's free agency underway. We'll let you know just how active the new front office was. That's coming up Hey, and a shout out to Walker Little, Jaguars left tackle. Looks like he got married. Congratulations to Walker Little and his beautiful wife.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Shacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jags, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget the Brett and Austin Show.
They're all in on Trevor. Of course.
Download the Action News Jax Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjax.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Shacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports, all the time.
Now it's time for the best local sports team in Jacksonville. This is Action Sports Jacks, sponsored by Renewal by Anderson, your window and door replacement experts.
This team, he's been looking forward to this opportunity. He's ready to go.
All right, it's NFL free agency time. Hello, goodbye, Mac Jones. Nick Mullins, the new backup quarterback for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Fourth NFL team for Mullins. Lastly, with the Vikings, which is where the new Jags offensive coordinator comes from. So let the reloading begin. The Jags very active on day one of NFL free agency, but not signing the big names that most fans would want or recognize. James Gladstone and company choosing to attack a different way. This is a football team that wants to build through the draft. Okay, well, they certainly had a plan. Added 9 new players on day one of free agency. 2 offensive linemen added by Gladstone that will provide depth. Patrick McCarry slated to be the right guard. He played all 5 spots along the line. Cowboy offensive tackle Chuma Udoga will be a swing guy. Speaking of Dallas, Jordan Lewis, a longtime nickel corner, comes over. What does that mean for Jarian Jones? To be determined. The Jags do get some offensive help in De'Ami Brown, a receiver from Washington, who had a great postseason, and 2 blocking tight ends, Hunter Long from the Rams and Johnny Munt from Minnesota. Safety help in former Houston Texans safety Eric Murray. And then late this afternoon, Robert Hainsey, a backup center from Tampa, was added. So, what to make of these 9 guys with James Gladstone's first free agent class? Underwhelming in terms of the names. And a lot of people have said, look, the Jags have tried it the other way and it hasn't worked. Let's improve the depth. Let's improve the bottom, and then let's build through the draft. Let's get our starters through the draft. Not that, they got some starters here, but unimpressive guys who haven't made much of an impact in the National Football League, right? Who are the guys that you know? Jordan Lewis, probably the most recognizable name, a corner from Dallas. The safety has 4 turnovers in his 9-year career, last playing with the Texans. The center wasn't even starting for Tampa. When he did start, they didn't run the ball very effectively 2 years ago, but Liam Cohen knows him, has a relationship with him. Andre Cisco leaves, right? Murray comes in. Is that an upgrade? I don't know. So listen, but it really doesn't matter what I think. Doesn't matter what you think. Quite honestly, it doesn't matter what the Jaguars think. All that matters is what happens on Sundays. And Tony Baselli has told us that over and over and over again. So at this point, all we can do is let it play out. Let the offseason continue. Let's see who they draft next month. Let's see who else they tinker with and add. And we'll go from there. Ultimately, did they do a better job of getting some offensive line depth? I guess so. It'll be interesting to see. But again, doesn't matter what any of us think. Ultimately, they'll be judged on wins and losses. It won't take Evan Ingram long to find a home. He visited the Broncos. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up. He will certainly be able to help a football team going forward. Andre Cisco's signing, by the way, with the Jets tonight. One more break before you can move forward a little. Look back. Scotty chasing three-peat. That's coming up after the break.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
You're watching a special presentation of Action Sports Jacks at the Players.
Congratulations to the Texas Longhorns, winners of the Haight Invitational. Final tournament score of 18 under, 7 better than Duke. Alabama came in third. UNC came in fourth. Great tournament, as always, at Sawgrass Country Club College Tournament the few days before the Players. We welcome you back. It's such a good college tourney in our own backyard. Congrats to UNF and Mr. Haight for the awesome show. We are on our Players preview. It's a tourney that seems to get better and better every year. But 2024 is going to be hard to top. Brent Martineau with a look back at the repeat at the stadium course.
Clear blue skies, perfect weather to mask the recent cloud over the sport. Huge crowds, a big name leaderboard, and brilliant golf. Yeah, these guys really are good. It might have been the best week in the sport in a couple of years. A celebration of 50 of them at the Players' Championship, including a visit from this tournament's greatest champion.
Please welcome the one, the only, Mr. Jack Nicklaus.
This week had a different feel. Sitting on Dad's shoulders at age 7, or still making it to Sawgrass and sipping on a cold one at age 107. It was obvious this edition of the Players was special. We witnessed the 1,000th splash at 17. And more than 1,000 splashes outside the ropes. Saturday was a sellout, and moving day was memorable. It all set up for a sensational Sunday. Scotty Scheffler was a pain in the neck for the rest of the field. Brian Harman showed patience at the Players while testing everyone else's with his pre-shot routine. Xander Schauffele delivered a dart, then pulled a putt. Wyndham Clark faltered on the weekend, then charged late on Sunday. And we are still wondering how this didn't go in. And that left Scotty Scheffler alone on the range to practice for a playoff. And moments later, alone in the 50-year history of the Players as the first back-to-back champion. What a week at the Players' Championship. What a week for golf. What an epic comeback by Scotty. The best player in the world wins it again. And he might have won the best Players' Championship we've ever seen.
We can be heroes.
Oh, man, it was a great one last year. What is in store for us this year? I cannot wait to see. Scotty Scheffler chasing a three-peat. Wow. No one had ever won 2 in a row at the stadium course. Scheffler finally exercised that demon a year ago when he was able to accomplish it. Can he do 3 in a row? Who knows? But what a great field of golf. What a great tournament. Think about it. Scotty will be playing with Rory and Xander Schauffele. What a pairing that will be. Boy, that'll have a lot of folks following them around on Thursday and Friday. So certainly something to look forward to. $25 million. That's what the purse is this year. Should be a lot of fun. All's quiet right now at the stadium course. It's dark. It's beautiful. It's ready. And tomorrow, everybody will be out there getting in practice rounds, getting some work done, and looking forward to this rendition of the Players. We'll be there all week long to cover it for you. And, of course, Jaguars free agency continues as well. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow night. So long.
Thanks for watching a special presentation of Action Sports Jacks at the Players.